Hello, Sir Jawardana and my entire friend. How are you today? I hope all of you are fine today. Today, at this time, I want to give you a speech about mental health issues during a pandemic. Okay, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone. Before I want to start my speech, let me introduce myself first. My name is Mirabel Thea Vita, and my student number is C11.2019.02026. It is such an honor for me to be here today for giving a speech about mental health issues. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you for taking time to present here. Also, I want to thank to the God who give us blessing so that we all can be together here in a good condition. Everyone, before I start my speech, I know that maybe there's a lot of you had some problem, like stress or just got tired of everything. So, at this time, let me share knowledge about mental health issues during the pandemic. As we all know, mental health issues are currently being discussed. For some people and some circles, mental health is a taboo subject because people are more concerned with physical health than mental health. Mental health issues can occur among teenagers, adults, parents, and among children. At this time, mental health issues are more often associated with teenagers because teenagers are in an unstable phase and are looking for the identity. This condition makes teens experience unstable emotion and tend to have mood swings. The simple things that can cause mental health issues for teenagers during a pandemic is the amount of pressure experienced by teenagers from the world of education and the family environment. In the world of education, teenagers are required to take education through online media and avoid face-to-face meetings due to recommendation from the government to reduce the risk of exposure to the virus from the pandemic. In addition to education, teenagers also get pressures in the family environment. This is because during the pandemic period, teenagers cannot do many activities outside the home. This causes teenagers to be required to stay at home only and only do a lot of interaction with a family. The family can be issues that has a good or bad impact on the mental health of teenagers. A bad impact can be caused if the family is not cooperative towards teenagers. In addition to health problems that arise in teenagers, mental health problems can also arise in adults. This pandemic period caused unstable finance, right? Many workers were forcibly laid off due to the lack of income obtained from the company. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), the trigger for stress or mental health disorder during a pandemic is like an anxiety. And for the anxiety, it's like about health, finance, or work. Work is very much needed by adults to support themselves and their families. If they lose their job, then it is possible to cause various kinds of problems, such as mental health problems because their needs cannot be met and the condition of expenditure are more than income. The difficulty of finding a new job during the pandemic has caused the level of mental health disorders to increase. In addition to being caused by work, adults also have the same problem as teenagers. namely if the family is not cooperative. It will cause mental health problems too. In addition to adolescents and adult children, to people with old age can also suffer from mental health disorders. This is due to various factors. At the age of children, mental health can be suffered because of heredity. And in the elderly, mental health disorder will be dominated by family factors. According to WHO, mental health is a state of well-being in which each individual can realize their own potential. That is, they can cope with the normal stresses of life, can function productively and fruitfully, and also they are able to make a contribution to their community. Healthy and positive mental health is important to have because it makes a person to work productively. This includes making a meaningful contribution to the environment around adolescents or children, and mental health can also actively contribute to realizing our full potential and having the ability to cope with life stresses. The importance of mental health is stated by the World Health Organization or WHO through their definition of health, which like this states, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Before I want to end my speech today about mental health issues, let me share some photo and poster of mental health issues that I found in the internet nowadays. If you wonder, let's check this out. Okay, before I want to end this speech, let me remind you something again, that mental health disorders can certainly be prevented. The way to prevent mental health disorders is by managing stress, providing activity distractions to prevent stress, and causing clearer thoughts because they have done and useful activities. The next way is to gather with people who can make you comfortable and also cooperative. Next is doing new things, because doing things that are out of the ordinary will cause new sensations that can have a good effect on mental health. It can be concluded that maintaining mental health is very important to do, to avoid things that are not desirable. That's all that I can say for today about mental health issues during a pandemic. Sorry if I made a mistake during my speech. And thank you so much for all of your attention. And I hope these educations are useful.